So I'm a very harsh critic of liberalism. And that's not because I hate liberals. It's in fact because I hate liberalism. I think it is an anti-American agenda being forced by the people at the top to destroy the fabric of the American way of life and the fabric of Western civilization in order to erect a one-world government. And what people don't realize, what they don't really comprehend, is it's not a left versus right issue. I take a stance because they are threatening the American way of life. And I'll explain this with some drawings. So on one side, say you have the left. And then you got the right on the other side. People are like, oh, these are the good people. No, these are the good people. And everyone thinks that this is what matters. What people don't get is that this doesn't matter at all. What matters is the external influences that really influence people's decisions to where they would land on this spectrum. And who's on this side? Well, these are the most powerful people in the world. You have multinational corporations that need to force their agenda, who are in the pockets of almost all the politicians. You have celebrities, Hollywood in general, and really anyone who has power. I mean, like, they can. There's so many easy ways to do it. All they can do is start a foundation, like the Rockefeller Foundation, the George Soros Foundation, the Open Society, and it's tax-free, it's tax-exempt, and they can just funnel all their money and put whatever they want, wherever they want, so they can just force this. And who else is here? The media. The media is owned by 6 different companies. It's Viacom, Fox, ABC, CBS, Walt Disney, and Comcast. That's it. Those 6 people control most of the news that you see or read. I mean, you don't think it's pretty simple to just push in a certain agenda? You know, you don't think these people just like meet and be like, hey, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. This recent outrage was caused by just a photograph. The outrage with the illegal aliens being separated from their parents. It was a photograph. I mean, that's all it took, because they realized, maybe we can cause some mass hysteria by doing this. It's so easy to influence people. I mean, to garner support for the Iraq War, the annexation of Kuwait, where they wanted to stop that, all they needed was this one woman to lie and say that babies were being taken out of their incubators and left on the floor to die. Same with the Vietnam War. They faked the Gulf of Tonkin. That's declassified. You can look it up. And they faked that the little thing, and then we were in Vietnam. Even with 9/11, I'm not going to get into that, but just look at it. I mean, they say it's Osama bin Laden, and then because of him attacking us, we go into Iraq so we can destabilize their entire country, and then eventually ISIS was created. Well, I do not like that, and I am taking a stand. That's why I am so harsh of these liberals, because these are the brown shirts of these very powerful people. It's not even a, as I said, a Democrat versus Republican. It's a freedom or slavery sort of thing. Because it just doesn't make sense, their viewpoint. I call it a mental disorder because it just doesn't make sense. It's the only way to explain their actions. How can someone honestly say, we want open borders for our country? What the hell is a country if you have open borders? Just anyone can come in? And especially when we have terrorist organizations like ISIS saying they're going to infiltrate our country through the Syrian refugee program. Why would you want open borders when they say they're going to come into our country? What about the Mexican gang members? They come in through this country through our southern border. But no, they want to defund the immigrations and custom enforcements. What will that accomplish? So you can virtue signal and feel good about yourself? Well, you know what? Instead of defunding ICE, how about you actually put some skin in the game, and why don't you invite an illegal alien family into your house? Yeah, why don't you do that and see how good of a liberal you are at that point. But no, you won't do that because all you want to do is virtue signal and try to make it seem like you're better than everyone else. And it just goes on and on. These media corporations, they make it seem to the liberals that there are 3 real issues. You have gay marriage, illegal aliens, and climate change. When in reality, this stuff doesn't matter. I mean, look at, they're trying to take away our guns, first off. And it's an admitted plan, because you know who else took the guns in history? Hitler took the gun. Stalin took the guns. Mao Zedong took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. They took the guns because once they do that, they take over. I mean, it's frightening how people can think like this. I mean, in the WikiLeaks, I mean, you can look it up. It says that Hillary Clinton wants her supporters, or just the overall citizenry, to be compliant and unaware. I mean, this is out in the open, yet, but the media companies don't cover it, so they don't think it's real. They want you to be compliant and unaware. What else could, like, I don't know, for me, that would just be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing what these people are telling me. Maybe I should do my own research and not just regurgitate what I heard on the Huffington Post. And, you know, a lot of this agenda is just a way to tear apart the fabric of civilization so we are as weak as possible, so it's as easy to take us over. Well, no, I'm not going to stand for that. I'm going to take a stand, because I'm not going to, I know I'm not going to convert liberals, but, you know, because in the Bible, in 2 Thessalonians 9 through 11, it talks about how people will be put under a great delusion and they will believe the lie. So I understand I'm not going to do that. But, you know, there are some people that are like, that things are starting to like work in their head. They're like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. This is really going on. Donald Trump is fighting for us, guys. He's doing such a great job. He's fighting these people, and I don't know. I'm hoping to just wake some of you people up, because you know things are getting real. I mean, look at Antifa. They look at and how they're attacked these people in Portland. Like, there's going to be more and more of these as time goes on, and because these people at the top, they don't like what Trump's doing. They don't like the fact that he's kicking their asses. They don't like the fact that the economy's coming back. America is respected again. Our military's coming back. They can't stand this. They can't stand patriotism. They want us to be a one-world system. And I don't know about you, but I want my freedom. You know, tomorrow's the 4th of July. Those people put everything they had on the line for our rights to do this. And these people want to take those rights away from me. And I can't stand, I mean, I understand evil exists, but I can't stand when there's people that just don't do their own research and they are brainwashed, they are controlled by the media and just the powerful people at the top, the Hollywoods, just anything. And that just really pisses me off. That's why I have to take a stand. And I know I'm not going to convert them, but maybe there's some people sitting on the fence that really just need a wake-up call. And thank you, and enjoy your 4th of July.